virtual camera. That's gonna probably just be me, so that's gonna be this. And this isn't catching it either over here. You know what I'm saying? It's not even connected to that, but it's got the dot like we're live.
Let me make sure we have
Maybe it's
internet.
this duplicate screen. Error, duplicate screen.
Yeah, you have nothing.
Wait, we might, maybe. I got the chat to settle in, but we have no camera. Is it? I can't go back. If I stop streaming, I have to do a new live stream. Let's see if anybody can hear us. Can you hear us? Sounds like it's picking up now.
I can hear you.
I'd say it sounds like it's picking up the volume at least. Yeah.
No video.
Mayor, you can hear us. Ray played it back. Maybe your computer's causing problems. Yeah, I can see that. You are the connection on here. Well, maybe there's two connections.
Actually, one.
I just got the two. So if you're on, are you like actually in the live stream itself? So then that's to YouTube probably. Can hear it.
Well, I think, what do you guys think?
We'll just go with the
Yeah.
volume.
Can be in tape. We got to be in tape, and then people can hear.
Yeah,
Ray
they
said
can,
you hear.
if they can at least
Let's-
hear
let's
what's
move
going on.
forward.
Just everyone make sure you speak into your microphone.
I'm waiting for a quote for Tom, and they're replacing everything. I told them to get rid of the camera and everything. It's giving me a quote for everything. I want it done professionally, because I'm not
Do it right.
going to be subject to.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, see, I even clicked on this camera thing, for source, and that's not doing anything.
No,
And I
I
think
think
if
we
I,
just,
if I.
yeah.
And I'm gonna get it, I'd like to get it so it goes right to police department,
That
and
would
then
be
we
my
just
camera.
do it, we don't have to fool with this.
Right. Just everyone make sure you speak into the microphones.
Yeah.
John, pull yours over.
Alrighty.
Okay?
Wait, what? Why do I have this? Oh, bear with me. I grabbed an old, it was in my pile. I thought it was.
Yeah, there's new ones over there if
I
you
got
want.
it right over on my desk.
Okay.
Those guys with that big bulldozer up there.
Okay, now it doesn't say there's any viewers. Did you shut yours off? Huh, okay.
So maybe the weather, I don't know, maybe there's a
Okay.
bad,
Who knows?
maybe the connection's going.
Ready when you are.
Okay?
Yep.
Here we go. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody to the regular council meeting of Tuesday, October 18th, 2022 at 7:09 PM. We are live streaming it. We might just have audio right now, just for everybody's information for our residents that are here and watching. We are updating and update everything. We're just waiting for our IT person to get those parts and run a whole new setup here. And we're gonna go from there. And we are also recording it in the police department, so if you did want to watch it, you can request a DVD and watch it at home. But it looks like we are recording, so you can hear it, so that's a good thing. First order of business, after call to order, is Pledge of Allegiance, please. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to ask for a moment of silence. At this time, we had no deaths in the village, which that's a nice thing to report on. This time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to pray for all our active duty military personnel and the people of the Ukraine. Thank you, everyone. Roll call.
Councilman Nielsen?
Here.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Here.
Councilwoman Allen? Here. Councilman Whedon?
Here.
Councilman Spitznagel?
I'd like to ask for a motion to excuse Mr. Spitznagel. I know we did receive a memo from him.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to excuse Councilman Spitznagel from tonight's meeting.
Second by Mary Brenner Miller. Vote on the motion.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Okay. 4 members of council present. Mr. Spitznagel is working. He did receive a memo. I would like to read his memo just in the record because it does relate to the ordinances on the agenda tonight. Dear Mayor, I'm in Dallas for training and I ask council to please excuse me from the council meeting. If I get out of school on time, I will watch the meeting stream. Concerning ordinance 2022-9, 2022-10, and resolution 2022-26. If council chooses to vote on any or all these, I would like it to be known for the record that I would vote yes for all of them. Thank you, Brian Spitznagel, Councilman, Village of Walton Hills. Just wanted to read that in the record. At this time, any comments related to the agenda items? Any comments from our residents that are here? Any comments from our residents that are listening to the live stream?
Not yet.
Okay. At this time, I'll read the item 6, the mayor's report. Okay. Mayor's court report for the month of September is $9,996.23. Year to date is $128,751.45. Last year to date was $209,749.21. That was for the month of September. Mayor's police report, Walton Hills Police Department report for the month of September 2022. The Walton Hills Police Department issued 79 citations in the month of September. The predominant violation was expired plates with 24 citations issued, followed by 18 issued for speed and 5 citations issued for driving under suspension. And we also had 2 arrests for driving while under the influence of alcohol and drugs. That's it for those 2 reports. Any council comments at this time before we move on to the legislation? Can also make comments on the old and new business too, if anybody wants to. Okay, I'm going to move on to the legislation then. Okay. Item 8. Ordinance 2022-9, that's the Smith and Obie MOU. I know we've talked about that. We did get the notice out.
Yes, sir.
The public notice to the school board. So at this time, we would ask to put that on for second reading. We did do a first reading, correct?
I believe this is the first reading.
Is it the
This
first?
is the first. We
This the
talked
first?
about putting it
Oh,
on
the
first
sec-
in the
okay.
2 meetings this month.
Okay, then we'll make it first reading. Okay, because we don't want to do anything with it until they receive, we give the proper notification, which is 14 days. And so it was sent out, so. Okay,
Mr. Mayor,
yes,
I'll introduce that.
okay. Well, we can keep going right now. We can go with that.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to introduce for first reading ordinance 2022-9, Smith and Ovi MOU. I'll read the entire description. Passed. Authorizing the execution of a memorandum of understanding with respect to property located at 7676 Northfield Road in the village of Walton Hills, authorizing an affidavit of facts related to title for such property, authorizing an amendment to the community reinvestment area agreement for such property, and consenting to an assignment of the community reinvestment area agreement as amended for such property.
In case you wanted it.
Mr.
I know
Mayor,
you left it at home. Yes,
I'd like to second that on ordinance number 2022-9.
okay, and that's second on first reading. That's all we need, right, Mr. Montello? We
Yes,
don't
sir.
need a vote. Okay. Item B is ordinance 2022-10. We talked quite a bit about that. We actually had Matt Stuzinski in here to talk about that. Also, too, Angela's, if anybody has any questions now before we vote on it. Otherwise, I think we're ready. We're just renewing our existing note and then paying down $140,000 on that existing note.
Correct.
Madam President,
Yes.
yeah, I had one question, this is for Ms. Rebellia. It looked like there might be a very small typo. Section 5, paragraph 2. The way it reads, it says the fiscal officer is authorized and directed to execute a certificate of fiscal officer.
Oh, Catherine drafted this, so let me see. So in our section 5, under terms of the notes,
It would be page 2,
thank you. Second paragraph.
second paragraph.
Oh, in here. Oh, a certificate of fiscal officer, meaning that I will sign off on the certificate that
Oh,
is
so-
located in the back of this, so
Okay.
that is
So
correct.
that is correct.
Yeah.
Certificate of
But I could
fiscal
see where
officer.
that sounded confusing.
Yeah, okay,
Yes. Yeah,
all right.
the certificate is me certifying that we have, so this page 9 is the certificate of
I
fiscal
got
officer.
it, okay.
So that, yes, thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to introduce this for suspension. Ordinance number 2022-10. An ordinance authorizing the issuance of notes in the amount of not to exceed $2 million in anticipation of the issuance of bonds for the purpose of, 1, constructing and installing road improvements comprising the Sagamore Road reconstruction project, including all necessary appurtenances thereto. Number 2, constructing and installing road and traffic signalization improvements comprising the Alexander Road, Northfield Road Improvement Project, include all necessary appurtenances thereto. Number 3, constructing and installing road and traffic signalization improvements comprising the Alexander Road, Dunham Road Improvement Project, including all necessary appurtenances thereto. And number 4, acquiring, renovating, and equipping a building for municipal purposes and retiring notes previously issued for such purpose, including all necessary appurtenances thereto. Number 5, constructing and installing road improvements comprising the Dunham Road Reconstruction Project, including all necessary appurtenances. And number 6, improving Dunham Road, Walton Road, Egbert Road, Sagamore Road, Alexander Road, and other streets located within the village between certain termini by resurfacing and replacing concrete together with all necessary appurtenances thereto, approving related matters and declaring an emergency.
And that's a good enough reason to not add new money, because it would get tacked right onto the bottom of that whole
Is
paragraph.
there a second? Second by Mary Brenner Miller. Vote on suspension.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Okay, suspension passed.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to ask for adoption of ordinance number 2022-10, and that's all I'm saying.
Is there a second?
Second.
Vote on the adoption.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Next item, ordinance passed 4-0. Next item, legislation is Resolution 2022-26. That's a municipal bridge inspection program, which is a free service to us. Joe did, we do have a letter here from Joe suggesting that we pass it to. I did ask Joe, he said they are asking for the legislation, if we could pass it under suspension, that would be great. There's no cost to the village. He feels the bridges are in very good shape, because the legislation does read, if there was something over and above, there would be a cost that they would find, but he feels they're gonna find that they're in very good shape since the age of them. And we would want them to inspect them. So if anybody would like it, if council's good with introducing it for suspension?
Yes.
Yeah, Mayor, I know we had discussed this earlier. I don't remember if it was introduced in the special council meeting or if it was just,
John, was it put on readings, or?
I don't recall, but we could,
It doesn't matter, even if it's on reading, we still have to do suspension anyways, because we know it wasn't readings.
right.
So, but it wouldn't matter if we do
Right.
suspension.
Yeah,
I'm an old man.
I had
Right, John? It doesn't matter, correct? Because
If
we have to
suspend
do,
now,
it
whatever
was
reading
per-
it is, it doesn't matter.
I'll
We'll
introduce it
suspend
first.
okay, you want to introduce it?
Right.
Okay. What, Fred, did you want it? Fred,
No, go ahead.
okay. He
So
said,
that's what I thought you go ahead. I thought I had introduced it at an
Before?
earlier
That's,
session.
that's fine. Go ahead.
and you probably did, but even if it's first reading or second reading, if we're not going to do 3 readings, then you got to do it for suspension.
Okay.
If we want it to go in effect
Right.
right away and not wait.
Okay.
Because it doesn't
That's
pass
fine.
until you have 3 readings or suspension, so. Want to introduce it for suspension, that'd be great.
Mayor Colgraf, members of council, I'd like to introduce for suspension resolution number 2022-26. A resolution authorizing the mayor or his authorized representative to enter into a contract or contracts with the Director of Transportation to complete the bridge inspection program services and declaring an emergency.
Is there a second?
Second.
Vote on the suspension.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Suspension passed.
Mayor Colgraf, members of council, I'd like to ask for the adoption of resolution number 2022-26.
Second.
Second by Jennifer Allen. Vote on the adoption.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Resolution 2022-26 passes 5-0. 4-0, I'm sorry. You're a ghost tonight.
He's here
Brian.
in spirit.
Okay. Any old or new business? Anybody have any old or new business?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Jennifer.
I just wanted to find out, and I don't know if Rob is listening to this, I probably should have contacted him. There are still wires on Alexander Road on the west end that are hanging very low from when those wires came down in the storm.
Okay, I can
And
find out about
There are
that.
small children at that property too, so my concern is just anybody getting anxious and wanting to,
Okay,
the other question
Bless
I
you.
just had was, if we had the positions that are going to become available, have those been posted yet?
No, they have not. We will have discussion in executive session.
yeah, that's why I have that on executive session to talk about that.
And just for Angelo, we were talking, Fred and I, and we would like to switch up the meetings. Will you be able to have a updated report 52 for the November 1st meeting to switch?
So you want to switch economic development with mine?
Yeah, with finance.
So me go a week earlier. I will do my best for you, yes.
It's, I mean,
Yeah.
it's up to you.
Um,
That's totally up to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Just so we have a better picture.
I
too,
will
of,
do what I can.
you know, Budgetary things.
I will do what I can.
Okay.
I mean, you'll have at least through August and hopefully September. I'm still waiting on payroll reports from Katie, so for September. So I will definitely do what I can. I've put in 2 requests. I'll see if I can get those.
Okay, if we get closer to that though, and you won't be able to have it, just let us know and we can
Yeah.
switch back to putting Fred's economic
Sure.
as the first, okay?
Yep.
That's all I have.
Anybody else have anything under old or new business? Okay, can I ask for a motion to enter an executive session?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to go into
Nope.
executive session to discuss personnel, dispatch department, police department, clerk of courts, and fiscal officer position.
Is there a second?
Second.
Vote on the motion.
Councilman Nielsen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller,
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen,
Yes.
Councilman Whedon.
Yes.
Okay, just to let everybody know, we're going to go into executive session. When we do come back, we will just reconvene. We will not be voting or discussing anything. Is that correct, Council?
Correct.
Correct? So we would just, when we come back from executive session, we'll come out here, reconvene the meeting, and then adjourn the meeting.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, but you are welcome to stay or stay on and,
Listen to nothing.
yeah.